So good morning, all of you. The last class we were discussed about keywares and spywares. That is keyloggers and spywares. So what are the types of these keyloggers and how these keyloggers going to be installed in the user's computer and how to avoid by using anti-keyloggers concept. We saw that only three members were there, including me. Somebody post a message, ask them to join immediately so that we can start the class early and we can start the class. So the last class we were discussed about keyloggers and spywares. So we want to have an idea about what is keyloggers and what is spywares. So the keyloggers are again the two types. There's a hardware keyloggers and software keyloggers. And the spyware is nothing but a little bit of program which is running on uh, user system by the attacker is going to be attack the system. So the various ways the attacker can save the data. So by using these keyloggers, the keystrokes are going to be stored in hardware separately. Then they are going to be used this one for later purpose. So by these, the user's personal information can theft by the attacker various ways. So that in order to avoid these keyloggers and spywares, we are going to be use some anti-keyloggers are there. You install these anti-keyloggers, then we can avoid these keyloggers and keystrokes. In our keylogger keystrokes recording things are going to be avoided. And today's topic is virus and worms. Everyone knows that what is a virus, what is a worms. So even if we discuss it briefly, what is a virus? What is a virus? So computer virus is a program that can infect legitimate program by modifying them to include a possibly available copy of itself. So virus is also a program which is running on the client user system, and the program by modifying them including the possibility evaluate copy of itself, and it makes some duplicate copies and it is passes to the who is the owner of this virus. They can send the information to them. Viruses spreads themselves without the knowledge or permission of the user. That is uh, the most important thing here is viruses spreads themselves, and it can spread by itself. Like our virus is there now, coronavirus. Like it is going to be spread by themselves without knowledge or permission of users to potentially large number of programs on many missions. To potentially large number of programs on many missions. So it is going to be spread to a large number of missions. So without the knowledge of user. A computer virus passes from computer to computer in a similar manner as a biological virus passes from person to person. The third point, how now the virus is going to be passes from one person to another person. The same way the virus, computer virus is passes from one computer to another computer. Do you have any, so for example, now how the coronavirus is going to be passed? So we have some, we avoided some safety precautions and automatically the virus is going to be attacked. So how one person to one person it is going to be attacked. The same way, the computer virus passes from computer to computer in a similar manner as a biological virus is passes from person to person. I think understood by everyone. Viruses may also contain malicious instructions that may causes damage or anomalous. The combination of possibly malicious code is able to spread what makes virus considerable concern. So it is going to be passed to every one system to another system. Then it is known that which system is going to be affected and which system information is theft by the attacker. This everything is going to be a background process is going to be. So the may causes damages. So any system it is. Viruses can often spread without any readable, visible symptoms. So we don't have any symptoms. The virus is fast or not. Virus is done without any readability. We don't have whether it is affected or not. Again, same virus can often spread without any readability, visibility of symptoms. A virus can start on event-driven effects event-driven effects. So we already known that in database management system we have studied about trigger program. No, that is. So what is this event-driven effect means? Triggered after a specific number of executions. Triggered after a specific number of execution. And time-driven effects. The first one event-driven effect, another one time-driven effects that is triggered on a specific date, such as we can fix no one date, this date is going to be a Friday or 15th, or can occur at random also. So these viruses can start either maybe event driven or time driven effects can occur or a random also. Viruses can take some typical actions. So virus what it will do in your computer, what it will do, what it means. Display the message to prompt an action which may set off viruses. Display a message to prompt. So who is injected this virus from this? An action which may set off viruses. And the second one, delete the files inside a system into which virus enters. The virus is entered into a particular folder. Automatically that folder files is going to be automatically deleted. So first one, display the prompt message to the users, and second one, delete the system files, and another one is screamable data on the hard disk. So it is going to be delete the important data which we are stored in the hard disk. No, so that is secondary memory. It has automatically deleted the data. Screamable. It's going to be separated. Then causes erratic screen behavior, and also it's due to virus effect. Maybe sometimes the screen also is going to be behaviors different. So the behavior of screen also is going to be performed different. And another one is halt the system. Halt the system means in PC. It's going to be hang or it's going to be stop. Some work is going on, it is automatically stop. Some system files is going to be delete what it is going to be happen. Some DLL files is going to be miss or some exe files is going to be miss automatically. The system is going to be halt. Halt means it's going to be temporarily stop and just replicate themselves to propagate further harms. and it is a replicate. Replicate means making one or more. For example, the virus is spread in C colon, it is automatically it is going to be transferred to another colons also, or else we can take any one folder is going to be affected by the virus, and later on the virus is going to be affected and transferred to other folders also, and it is going to be that is a propagate to further comes. It is going to be sent to the others also. So this is some black diagram how the virus is going to be spread through internet. Virus is going to be spread through internet. See here, there is a three numbers are there. The first one, see here, the top. I think this one. So virus is intentionally upload to an internet server or distributed via email. 1 second, please. Everyone look at this diagram. So virus is intentionally upload to an internet server or distributed via email. So how the virus is going to be passes through internet means. So see the diagram name is virus spread through the internet. So virus is intentionally uploaded to an internet server or distributed via email. So see that from the system to it is going to be. So these snakes in the small snakes. This is called a virus. It is going to be uploaded to a internet server. It is going to be uploaded in this internet server. Then later, the internet server and the hard disks are infected with the virus, or the servers facilitate the distribution of the virus. So it is going to be stored on the hard disk, and it is going to be later. It is going to be the virus is going to be distributed later wherever whoever the server is going to be a request. We know if we are internet, what is the concept? Client server communication. The client is requesting same. Whenever we are requesting a particular server, the server is automatically already is injected by the virus. From that virus, it is going to be affected to your personal PC. So see the third one. Somehow the virus gets downloaded into your computer, unsuspecting user, some boom, something is going to be happen. So some persons are going to be intentionally upload to the internet servers are distributed via emails through email. Maximum servers are maximum viruses are going to be injected. Then internet server is on a hard disk are infected the virus are server facility distribution servers. Then later whoever request to download something data from the server, automatically that virus is going to be entered into the system. So this is the virus spreads through the internet. How the virus is going to be spread through the internet. Then this one, see that virus spreads through standalone system. For example, how means if we are not connected to the internet, then how come this virus is going to be infected by your system? So the standalone means we don't have any internet connection. That is. So how it will be? The first one, see that the virus infected disk is loaded onto the microcomputer. So it is like a floppy disk, no? Have you known this diagram? There is a floppy disk. It is inserted into a microcomputer system. The hard disk is infected. So once we insert, that is some removable disks, these floppy disk or CD, DVD or pen drives, all the things are going to be called as a removable disks. No? That is, virus infected to the disks is loaded into a microcomputer system and the hard disk is infected. The second one is a clean disk is loaded into an infected microcomputer system. So something we are going to be loading the data to the disk, that time also loaded onto an infected microcomputer system. So that is we are copying or we are downloading the data or we are something we are transferring the data from floppy to your system or your system to floppy, that time also. When remove this, the previously cleaned disk is also infected by the virus. When we are removing, so previously connected removable hard disk also, removable hard disk or removable memory also may affected that virus. That is also something. It is like your system is going to be affected through some external removable disks when we are connecting. So that time it is going to be. So if we are not connecting with the internet, so how the virus is going to be affected to your system? So computer virus has an ability of copy itself and infect the system. So we already discussed, we already said that what it's like a general virus, how it is going to be transferred from one person to another person. The same way, the computer virus has also ability of to copy itself. It is making a copy by itself also and infected the system. The term virus is also commonly but enormously used to refer to other types of malwares, adwares. You know malwares, the last class we discussed what is a malware. It is a simple malicious software. Like what is the adware? We already saw no. In the second unit we saw that. What is the adware? When the advertisements is going to be clicked, automatically something new window is opening or new tab is going to be open through the advertisements. It is going to be affected, and the spywares, the programs that not do not have a reproductivity ability reproductivity ability. So virus is also a common emergently used the programs that do not have it is not like malwares and adwares anymore. This virus is entirely different from out of these, but viruses can copy by itself. So it makes a copy by itself. A true virus can also a true virus can only spread from one system to another system in some form of executable code. Okay, understood? A true virus can only spread from one system to another system in some of the executable code. When its host is taken to the target computer, for instance, when a user sends it over the internet or a network, or carried out it on a removable media such as CD, DVD, and USB drives. So that just now we discussed, no, if it is a system is a standalone system, how the virus is going to be affected? Means it is going to be transferred from physically when we are connecting some removable disks to one removable disk from one system, we are injecting the same removable disk we are inserting with the another system. So by that the virus is going to be transferred from one system to another system. Virus can increases their chances of spreading to other systems by infecting files on network file system or file system, that is NFS, NFS or file system FS, that is accessible by the another system. So it is we know that it is automatically spread from one computer to another computer. If it is going to be happen like this, then again how the system is going to be injected means so it eats the file network file system or the file system that accessible by the another system. When it is going to be spread and transfer, automatically it damages the network file systems or file systems repeated. The malwares includes the computer virus, worms, trojan, and the most rootkits, spywares, dishonest adwares, crimewares, and other malicious and unwanted softwares, as well as the true viruses. So these are Trojan horse and rootkits and spywares and dishonest and adwares and crimewares are other malicious or unwanted softwares as well as the true viruses. So which is not used when we are using an internet. Automatically the exe files is going to be installed in your system. So through that the data is going to be, the data is nothing but the personal information is going to be transferred from your system to that attacker system. So that is, these are the things. The malwares includes the computer virus. All those things are the true viruses. Viruses are sometimes confused with the computer worms and Trojan horse, which are the technically different. Viruses are sometimes confused with the computer worms and the Trojan horse, which is technically different. Now we will see what is we up to now is viruses. Then what is the worms, and we will see the differences. A worm spreads itself automatically to the another computer through a network by exploiting a security vulnerabilities. By security vulnerabilities means, so we have wherever we have weaknesses in the network, automatically it is going to be spread. So that is worm is going to be stay at one system. Whenever the network vulnerability is happened, automatically it is going to be farms itself automatically, spreads itself automatically. Whereas the Trojan horse code program that appears can be harmless, but it hides the malicious function. So the Trojan horse is going to be hide with your system, and it is not going to be affected any of your files. Whenever the target is fixed, then that time it is going to be happen. But worms is not like that. It is automatically spread and through network exploiting the security vulnerabilities. Worms and trojans such as viruses, so both we can call as viruses, may harms the system's data or performance. So both are going to be kill the system performance and system data. That is, data is nothing but a personal data, or we can call it a financial data, or some personal information. All those things we are going to do. So it is damaging system performance. Some viruses and other malwares have a noticeable symptoms that are enable computer user to take a necessary corrective actions, but many viruses are uh, sub subterraneous or simply do nothing with the users to take note of them. So some viruses is malwares are noticeable. So it is going to be noticed and it is going to be taking the information, all those things. And sometimes, for example, sometimes your system may not have an antivirus. The system is affected with the virus. So it is not going to be damaged. It is not going to be do anything with your system. It is going to be simply hiding. It is simply your system is affected with the virus. It is not going to be affected with any, that is, maybe it is not going to be damaged with the performance. It is not going to be loss of any data. Sometimes it is. Some viruses do nothing beyond the reproducing themselves. Some viruses is not going to be reproduce. They don't have any capacity of reproducing themselves. So here we are going to be discuss about the types of viruses. What are the types of viruses? So the first one is about boot sector virus. What is boot sector? Can anyone know that what is a boot sector? Have you heard the word is about boot sector? So now we can see it's infects the storage media. Boot sector is nothing when we are installing an operating system to your PC or laptop. You are going to be segregate the whole hard disk into a different parts. That is a local disk antanga C colon D colon E colon, when we are going to be divided. So the virus is going to be infect the storage media, which the OS is stored, for example, hard drives, and which is used to start the computer system. When we are starting the computer system itself, the virus is going to be affected. That type of virus is called boot sector viruses. Then another one is about, second one is about program viruses. These viruses became active when the program file, usually with extension like .bin, .com, .exe, .exe, .ovl, .drv is executed. So this program viruses, when the particular program is executing, that time these files are going to be executed. So other times it is going to be simply hiding with your system. Then the third one is about multi-pirate viruses. Multi-pirate virus. It is a hybrid of a boot sector and program virus. It infects the program files along with the boot record when the infected program is active. Infected program is active. So the hybrid means what is, when we can call that is a hierarchical structure. No, whenever, so for example, these multiple multi-pirate viruses. So it may be sometime it is act as a act as means it may be affected with the boot sector. It may be affected the program. Whenever the based upon the requirement, it is going to be act and it is infected with the recording, or it infected the program files based upon the activity. Then the fourth one is stealth, steal and steal. So that is th is added, steal virus. It hides itself, and so detecting this type of viruses is very difficult. It can hide itself such a way that Antivirus software is also cannot be detected. For example, for skeleton virus is brain virus. So example of skeleton, these stealth viruses are uh, not able to detect by the antivirus also. So this virus example is brain virus. It can hide itself such way that the antivirus software also cannot be detected. So generally we know that it is spreading by itself, no? And also these type of viruses have the capacity of stealing by itself. Okay. Then the fifth one is about polygromic viruses. It acts like a chameleon, chameleon that changes its virus signature. That is a binary pattern. We know that every data is going to be converted into a binary pattern. Every time it spreads through a system, that is a multiplies and infected with the new file. Hence, it is always difficult to detect the polygramy viruses with the help of antivirus program also. It is difficult to detect this one. So it is a low level effects. అంటే ఏంటి బైనరీ అంటే ద కోడ్ లో ఉన్న జీరోస్ అండ్ వన్స్ ని దే ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి changed, and sometime it's going to be create a new file also. So this it is very difficult to detect by the antivirus also. Then the sixth one is macro virus. Many applications such as Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel supports macros. So that is macro languages. Macro language means low level language. These macros are programmed as a macro embedded in the document. Once the macro virus gets on into a victim computer, then every document he or she produces will become infected. So they're going to be injected through these Microsoft Word and Excel. మనం చూస్తాం కదా, వర్డ్ ఎప్పుడన్నా క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు కానీ ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్ ఎప్పుడైనా క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు కానీ it is only something, it is automatically create a shortcut file. So if it is unable to open, something is problem with that file, and we cannot open this. So such type of things is going to be done when it is going to be clicked on that particular file. So automatically it became infected. So automatically it eats all the word files or excel files on the particular folder or on a particular disk. Something is going to be. Then the seventh one, the last one is about ActiveX and Java controls. ActiveX and Java controls. All the web browsers have a settings about ActiveX and Java controls. So when we are then browser, all those things we can call it is a programmable file only browser also. So when the browsers have a settings about these ActiveX controls and the Java controls. So that is the last one about. The world worst worm attacks are, these are the names are something different. We can not needed to write in exam. Just we need to know the purpose of the conflictors and Windows 32 and Fly Studio and Info Auto Run, that is Windows 32 and PASI.gen, where the file is which files are affected, that one. Then Win32 PSW, Win32 are Qhost, then Win32 agent, then WMA or Trojan download, Trojan download. These are the world worst worms attackers. Then the world worst virus and worms attackers are there. Then marriage forms and this I love you, this word also sometimes and Nimda and Jerusalem and Code Red and Melissa, and we have Scobie and Storm Worm and Michigan. So these are the worst viruses and attacks in the. So next topic is about Trojan horse and backdoors. Next one is about Trojan horse and backdoors. So let's we have introduction about this one. We will continue in the next class. What is this Trojan horse? Generally, we up to know, that there is a viruses is going to be affected. When the virus file we are going to be talked about. We talk about these Trojan horse. No, what is this Trojan horses and the backdoors and means? Trojan horse is a program which is a malicious or a harmful code is contained inside a apparently harmful programming or a data such the way that it can get control and causes harms. For example, running the file allegation table on the hard disk. What is this file allegation table? Can anyone remember that file allegation table? File allegation table. Segmentation, page table, file allegation table. Have you remember this one? Where we studied this one? Where we studied? Where we studied all those things? In operating system concept we studied it. So how the memory management is going to be happen, how the page tables is going to be happen, all the file allocation table is going to be all those things. These are the basic levels. So and then these Trojan horse is going to be effect on the బేసిక్ లెవెల్ అంటే ఏంటి మన కంప్యూటర్లో మనం జనరల్ గా యూస్ చేసే అప్లికేషన్ ఓరియంటెడ్ కాకుండా ఇన్సైడ్ ది ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ విచ్ వీఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు బి టచ్ మనమేం వాటిని చూడం అనమాట. సో వాటి వల్ల ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంటుంది. సో అలాంటి వాటిలో దిస్ ఇస్ ట్రోజన్ హార్స్, ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ హార్మ్ఫుల్. A Trojan horse may gets widely redistributed as a part of computer virus. Redistributed as a part of computer virus. The term Trojan horse comes from the Greek mythology about the Trojan War. It's like a spyware and hardware. The Trojan horse get into the system number of ways, including the form a web browser via email. Web browser via email. So these are the Trojan horse and backdoors. Is the most affected viruses. Okay, we will continue in the next class. Still now, anyone having a doubt on it, you can ask me. We will discuss.